and today I'm going to walk you through exactly how this trailer was made, from planning out the scenes, creating the shots, and editing it together, all inside Flick. The whole project workflow is already up so that you can follow along. Link is in the description. I want to start by understanding the visual style of Perfect Blue and the key plot elements in Obsession. So I'm just saying, can you pull film references of iconic shots from Perfect Blue? Here the chat has generated for me all these different iconic scenes from Perfect Blue. I can scroll through and pick what's inspiring me, what I want to maybe recreate later, or something that really establishes the visual style. So I'm really liking this one here, and then I also want to add this one to my canvas. Now that I have a good feel for the overall vibe and look, I'm ready to start building out my characters. So I'm telling the chat here the project that I'm working on. I want to create a teaser trailer for Obsession in the style of Perfect Blue. I'm also saying how I need 2 characters for this recreation based on the main characters of Obsession. I'm also emphasizing that I really want to keep the Satoshi Kon visual style, which is super important to make sure I'm getting the right feel in all my shots. Alright, now I have a good idea for the scenes that I want, and I have my characters built out. These look really great, so I'm ready to start creating the shots. The opening shot is going to be my main character, Ellis, finding the One Wish Willow from a shop. So I want to create kind of a Japanese spin to this, so I'm telling the chat, in Obsession he breaks a One Wish Willow toy to make a wish. In my version, he's getting a One Wish gachapon. So the shot has been generated, and this is looking pretty good, although I think the style is a little too dark for my liking. So what I can do is go to Image and then click Adjust Color and Light. Now I'm able to basically color grade my image exactly to more of the Perfect Blue style. So lowering the contrast, I'm gonna bring down the temperature, make the tint a lot more purple. And you can really just play around with this until you get the right feeling that you're going for. As you can see, there's a side-by-side comparison, and my image is looking pretty good. Well, now I have my first scene directly created from the chat, but there's also this film that I'm really inspired by. So now I told the chat that I want a similar subway composition with my character leaning against the window, and then you can see the girl's reflection that's visible, and she's smiling in a very unsettling way. Alright, I think that's looking pretty good. Now I want to go from image to video. So I'm going from video to generate video. So I'm gonna say something like camera locked, but I want the man to stay unmoved. And then for the woman's reflection, she's going to slowly turn to him, and then her eyes are gonna get wide and kind of crazy, and she's also going to smile in a very unsettling way. Alright, and then for my model, I'm going to go with Seedance 2.0, and everything looks good, so let's go ahead and generate. Alright, so my video has been generated. It's looking pretty creepy, which is exactly the vibe that I wanted. So these are the 2 workflows I use for generating these scenes, both using the Flick agent to draft the prompt from scratch, but then also having the chat help me draft a prompt around an image that I'm inspired by. Okay, now that I have all my shots, I'm going to start generating the dialogue. And to do so, we're going to go over to the toolbar and click Generate Voice. And I'm able to browse from all these different voices. I'm gonna categorize it to Japanese. Let's do a young male. And then that just makes the search a little bit easier. Now that I found the voice that I like, I'm just going to enter in my text, and now our dialogue is gonna generate. All right, cool. Now our dialogue is ready to go. So now we're ready to bring this all into Video Editor. So I'm spending some time here rearranging the clips and seeing how the order looks. Once that's locked in, this is my favorite part, adding the audio, which is really gonna bring this to life. So in Video Editor, I'm going to click Add SFX, and to make things easier, clicking under the horror section. I'm finding both the music that I want to add over the course of my trailer, as well as the sound effects that bring the suspense of my clips to a whole new level. And I'd say definitely play around here. You can swap things out, just see what looks best. Lastly, I'm going in and adding my English captions. And that's the whole workflow to get a reimagined trailer of Obsession and Perfect Blue. Again, workflow is in the description if you want to check out how each scene was made. Let me know in the comments what films I should recreate next, and I'll see you guys in our next video.